If we go to my top viewed video, which is 5 ways to use a single light, that one video alone has gained me 19,500 subscribers. That's how powerful one video could turn on your YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 10 different ways that you can maximize engagement on your YouTube channel right now and enhance your business opportunities in 2021. So let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Virtual Photography Show. My name is Tommy Reynolds and I'm a portrait photographer and photographic educator based in Southeast England. And we're going to be giving you 10 different ways that you can improve your YouTube channel. Now, before we start, in case you've never seen any of my videos, I just want to briefly tell you that the type of content that I like to share on my YouTube is one of three things. I like to take people behind the scenes and show you exactly how I did a shoot, how I lit it, and the thought behind it, the how and the why. I like to share tutorials, mainly lighting tutorials. That's kind of what I'm most passionate about, is flash photography. And finally, travel videos. I like to share travel videos as and when I can, again, taking you behind the scenes, literally taking you over my shoulder and showing you exactly what I get up to when I go traveling. So that's my YouTube, and in the short time that I've had it, I've racked up nearly 50,000 subscribers following these 10 steps that I'm about to show you right now. So let's jump straight into point number one. And being aware of how to title your videos is extremely important. YouTube is the second biggest search engine right now. So if you think about it, people are going to YouTube, and we do it as well. We go to YouTube when we want to find an answer to something. We obviously have Google's number one, but people are now actually going to YouTube and treating YouTube as a Google search. For example, you wouldn't want to have a title of a video saying how I photographed my dog, because it doesn't really answer a lot of people's questions. But if you change the title and it said, for example, 5 tips for photographing bulldogs, that would do a lot better, because people might be searching specifically on how to photograph that breed. You've got the word 5 tips in there, so it's easy to digest. You've got the how I photograph, so that's likely the word and terminology that people are typing in on YouTube. So think about the title, think about the ways that you're typing things into YouTube, and then just reverse engineer that. So that would be tip number one, is the title. Tip number two is create custom thumbnails. Now, this is also really important because, again, like tip number one, this is all part of engaging the viewer to actually click the video. So this is all before you've even started watching the video yet. What I usually do is I find a still from my video that I think tells everything within a frame. If it's not a still frame, then sometimes it's a final shot that I took from that photo shoot, or sometimes it's just a culmination of both. Now, if you're not comfortable or have the time to design your own thumbnails in Photoshop, then there is this software that I was only introduced to recently called Canva. Canva is a brilliant solution to creating custom YouTube thumbnails. It's super easy to add titles, add your images. When you export it, it exports it at the correct size that YouTube wants, at the correct file size that YouTube wants as well. So using Canva would be a great alternative to Photoshop if you want to make a thumbnail really quick and easy. Tip number three, engage the viewer within the first 10 seconds of the video. The last thing you want to do is have a 20-minute video and you don't get to the main bulk of why you're actually answering the question or what the title is until like 5-10 minutes in. That's the last thing you want to do, because people will switch off. People's attention spans are very, very short, especially during a pandemic. So here are some examples of me engaging the audience within the first 10 seconds. And if you remember, I actually did it in this video at the start. In this video, I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes and doing a review of one of my favorite modifiers at the moment, which is the Optical Snoop by Pixapro. Hey everyone, my name is Tommy Reynolds, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you 5 different ways that you can reposition your single softbox to create really dramatic and interesting results for your clients every single time. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tommy Reynolds and I'm a portrait and travel photographer based in Southeast England. And today we're going to be looking at the brand new City 300 Pro from Pixapro. If you're looking for a new portable light source... Now, if you're wondering what to say in the first 10 seconds or exactly how to say it, the likelihood is your title of your video is going to be what you say in that first 10 seconds. If you say what's in your title, you're just confirming to the viewer, okay, this is the right video. I am going to get the answer to the question that I want. Tip number 4 is give your audience a call to action. Now, YouTube actually allows you to do this in a few different ways. You can do it in the form of cards, end screen annotations. You can pin one of your comments in the comment box, or during or at the end of the video, you can invite your viewers to leave a comment below. So the cards are the things you often see popping up in the top right-hand corner, and YouTube allows you to have 5 cards during a video. And the way I like to use cards is I will purposely say something that will relate to a previous video that I've already filmed. So for example, if I'm talking about a particular softbox that I'm reviewing, I will often say, click the link up there and that will take you to a video, 5 ways to use a single softbox. By doing that, that keeps that person on your YouTube, and if you've got the card system in all your videos, then they're just going to circulate your entire YouTube. They're going to stay on your YouTube channel and just bounce between all your different videos. At the end of your video, you can add what's called, I believe they're called end screen annotations, or at least they used to be called end screen annotations. And that allows you again to put links to up to 4 videos at the end of your video. Again, they're just ways for you to click and link back to. You can even tell YouTube to pick a video that will best suit the viewer. So I usually have 2 videos at the end, but one of those links, one of those videos, I'm letting YouTube decide what they think is best for the person watching. And don't forget, the obvious call to action is inviting them to subscribe to your channel. I would generally leave this towards the end of your video. I see people sometimes asking for a subscribe right at the start. Me personally, I would never subscribe to a channel at the very start because I've not received the valuable information that I've come here to get. So I'm not going to subscribe because I haven't yet been validated that this person is going to give me what I want. So that's why I leave it to the very end to invite people to subscribe to my channel. The last call to action I would suggest is, as well as inviting them to subscribe, I would also invite them to leave a comment as well. I might ask, have you ever used a 90cm softbox before? Do you prefer to use a bigger softbox in your work? Have you ever used the Pixar Pro brand, or do you prefer to use other brands? Just let me know in the comments below. The more people that comment on your video, the more people that will like your video, again, that'll be another one, then the more that video is going to be put in front of more eyes, if that makes sense. Inviting people to leave a comment below brings me on to tip number 5, which is actually read your comments. Treat your comments like gold, because it's in your comments that you will get the ideas for your next videos. People will often ask, oh, that's great, but have you ever used this? Or what's the difference between that and this one? Have you ever considered doing this? So these are going to be the topics of your next videos. This is literally your viewers are giving you gold on a plate. So for example, I went back over 2 of my videos and I managed to pick out, across 2 videos, 13 different ideas for new videos that I'm going to do in the future. And if people are asking a fundamental question that you know is very easy to answer, that you might assume people know, then that's the idea for your next video. Tip number 6 is share a teaser of your video to your other platforms. Now, I'm sure you already have a Facebook and an Instagram account. You might even have a Twitter account as well. So when I started on YouTube, to get people to come over to my YouTube platform, I would make a 30-second edit of my video that I would then share on Facebook or Instagram, for example. When you upload a dedicated video to Facebook, that is going to be seen by more people versus just simply sharing the link to your YouTube video to Facebook, because Facebook knows that when people click that link, they will come away from Facebook and go onto YouTube. So the algorithm on Facebook will make sure that that link doesn't get seen by as many people. This is why I make a dedicated 30-second video and upload that directly to Facebook, and then I put the link in the caption. So the algorithm is on your side because you've uploaded the video directly to Facebook or Twitter, for example. And then obviously make sure you have the link in the caption to take them to YouTube, and then invite them hopefully to subscribe while they're there. Tip number 7 is pay attention to your analytics on YouTube. This is a really, really important point. This is where you're going to find the answers and the numbers to all of your questions about your YouTube videos. You want to know how well a particular one's doing, how many people are watching it, where in the world are they watching it, what gender are watching it, what's the best part of the video. All of these questions are going to be answered using your YouTube analytics. 5 ways to use a single light, a new way to control your light, 3 ways to up your headshot game, choosing your perfect softbox. When you see data like this, it will give you a very clear indication what type of content is doing well, what people are engaging with. Now this is just scratching the surface. One of my favorite analytics that I can see on here is I can select a particular video and I can see how many people have subscribed to my channel after watching a particular video. If we go to my top viewed video, which is 5 ways to use a single light, that one video alone has gained me 19,500 subscribers based on one video. That's how powerful one video could turn on your YouTube channel. I can also see that most of my audience is from the United States, and I can also see that in the last 90 days, 66% of people that watch my YouTube were not subscribed. So if you're one of those 66% of people that haven't yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, then please do so, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can stay notified every time I upload a new video. You see, I just did a call to action there. Tip number 8 is try to aim to have 4 or 5 videos fully filmed and edited and uploaded and ready to go, because by doing that, it's going to allow you to be consistent. So if you want to aim to do 1 video a week, then you've got a month's worth of content at least right there. It's much better and consistent if you can upload 1 video a month versus uploading 3 in 1 week and then nothing for about 8 weeks. So try to be consistent, have a few videos shot and ready to go, and that's going to be far less stressful and allow you to be more consistent. Number 9, reach out and share your video and use it as a marketing tool. Most people will actually plan the video, do the video, upload the video, and then that's it. They might share it on their Facebook, but that's it. They'll just then hopefully wait for the likes and the comments to roll in. But you're missing a really great opportunity to now use your video that you've made and use it as a marketing tool. So for example, if you're doing a behind the scenes video, then maybe you want to reach out to the brands that featured inside that video. So you could reach out to literally anyone. You could reach out to the people that make the tripods, the camera brands, the lighting company, the softboxes, the people that make the tether cables, the batteries, or the clamps or the backdrops you've used. Literally anything that featured in the video. Doesn't hurt to just reach out to them, engage with them, share them your video. This is exactly how I started working with Pixapro, with MusicBed. I just reached out to them, showed them the video and say, do you guys want to collaborate or work together? And then it would just kind of go from there. That's how the communication and relationship I've had with a lot of brands. Start by reaching out to them on social media. Quite often I'll actually leave a voice note on Instagram. It just shows a little bit more of my personality and engages and starts the conversation that way. So maybe you want to give that a go. Of course, when I do this, I only reach out to brands I truly admire. I never work with a brand just for the money. I will only work with a brand if I truly believe and really like using their product. And finally, tip number 10 is be authentic. This is just kind of following on to what I was just saying in tip number 9 is you've got to be true to yourself. It's all well and good designing and creating a video that you think will do well, but if you just don't have the passion there, if you don't have the passion to do it, then you are literally wasting your time. You will never get as many likes as you want if you have that mentality. So you have to be authentic, you have to be true to yourself and really speak passionately. You've got to do what you're passionate about, because I find passionate people infectious. It doesn't matter what they're talking about. If you're passionate about something, then I will be engaged and I will listen. And don't forget to draw from your own experiences. That's how you're gonna be different on YouTube. So rather than doing a tutorial where you just simply state and list out the settings that you used, draw from your own experiences. Tell me what happened during the shoot. Maybe something went wrong and you had to overcome it in some way. Tell us how you overcome it. You know, the way you think and the way you do what you do is gonna make you different. When you think of your favorite teacher at school, you don't think of the subject, you think of the way he taught it. And it's how you come across, it's the way you communicate your answer to the question that people are searching for on YouTube is going to make you different. If you want to learn more about finding your own style, then I actually did a talk about this very thing at the last virtual photography show. So I'll leave a card up there and that will take you to my last video I did here talking about how you can find your photography style. Now, as I said at the start of this video, if you want to download this infographic that highlights all 10 points that I've spoken about today, then I will leave a link in the description box below. What's great about this infographic is once you reach number 10, you simply go back to point number 1 when you make a new YouTube video. So as long as you're following all 10 steps, you're well on your way to maximizing your engagement on your YouTube videos. Well, that's all of my 10 tips, guys. Thank you ever so much for listening. I really hope you got something out of this. If you liked it, please make sure you hit the like or share button, or subscribe if you are watching this on YouTube. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Thanks ever so much, guys. Bye-bye. What was that?